Yeah, one of the things I really enjoy about nonviolent communication is that it is a living process. It's it's not so much of a technique. Actually, it's more like the technique. The 4 steps is a doorway towards a certain way of living, a certain way of being. And I remember when I started to learn NVC, I learned about the 4 steps: observation, feeling, need, request. And I learned it in a very linear way. And it was a good thing to do for me. It worked because I wasn't familiar with the principles and the values and the ideas behind it. And it was very helpful for me to learn about that first. And then when I understood that more, I realized, yeah, it's not so much about a linear process. It's really a kind of a movement. Like I'm not going always from my observation to my feelings, to my needs, to my requests. I might have thoughts and feelings, and I land on a need, and then I have thoughts about that, and then I might feel a certain sensation in my body as a response, and then at a certain point I might have a strategy in mind, and I might not even make a request, but I might sense a certain fear in me, like, I'm not sure if I want to make that request, and I go back to connect to my feelings. It's like a constant movement inside of me and a constant movement with the feedback I get from life around me, the feedback I get from the people around me, and the environment I live in. And actually from that awareness that it is actually a living process, I am actually entering a certain consciousness, a certain way of being. And in this way of being, it's not so much about the language we use or I use anymore. It's what I understand from it. It is really more about the intention in my way of being or my way of living, and this intention is really all about connection with the life inside of me and inside of other people, and the awareness that we are all connected, and that everything impacts each other, and that I have impact and that other people have impact. And I want to hold that awareness when I am interacting with the world. And and in that way of being, with that intention to stay in connection and with the focus on feelings and needs and what's alive in us, I find life to be so rich and so fun and so interesting. And I am actually enjoying even the unpleasant feelings because they are giving me so much information and depth and learning and inspiration to navigate through life. And it's really a true gift for me to be connected to life in that way, and to receive that gift from the consciousness of nonviolent communication.